Pin it. Pin it. Yeah. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
नमस्ते सर। अद्य वयं गायत्री मन्त्रभाष्यं पठामः, अधिगच्छामः, सह एव अधिगच्छामः। ये मन्त्राः, ये श्लोकाः अत्र भगवता शङ्कराचार्येण उक्ताः, ते यथाशक्ति आवां वयं सर्वे च मिलित्वा अवगच्छामः इति प्रार्थना। इदानीं
मन्त्रः पूर्वं दत्तम्।
पूर्वं मन्त्रः तु दत्तः। एषः गायत्री मन्त्रः कुत्र विद्यते? सर्वेषु अपि वेदेषु विद्यते। अथर्ववेदे, ऋग्वेदे, यजुर्वेदे अपि वर्तते, सामवेदे अपि अस्ति। एषः मन्त्रः केन दत्तः, केन दृष्टः? विश्वामित्रेण दृष्टः। विश्वामित्र ऋषिः सविता देवता गायत्री छन्दः इत्येव एतस्य विनियोगः। ऋषि देवता छन्दस् इस् अ what do you say? What is it? It's the format for each and every mantra is said in the Rig Veda. So is the case also with the Yajur and the other Vedas, but by parampara only the Rig Veda has preserved this format of always reciting the Rishi, Devata and Chandas before each mantra. And the best amongst them is the Gayatri. Gayatri Chandasa Maham iti Shri Krishnena eva Dashamaya Adhyaye Uktah Kirtitah cha. तस्मादेव गायत्री मंत्र उपासनं कुर्मः। सदाचारः इत्यपि एका कृतिः अस्ति शङ्कराचार्यस्य। तस्मिन् सः ग्रन्थस्तु सर्वेषां कृते अस्ति। तत्र एव सदाचार इति ग्रन्थे गायत्री मन्त्रस्य श्लोकरूपत्वेन कश्चन अंशः दत्तः अस्ति। अत्र तु साक्षात् मन्त्रः एव दत्तः। अत्र विल ट्राई टू फाइंड इट आउट, आई विल सेंड इट ऑन द ग्रुप लेटर ऑन. That grantha name is Sadachara, and therein the shloka form of the Gayatri mantra is given, and which can be, because it is a shloka, can be recited by any and everybody. So there are no restrictions. In fact, the Rigveda itself has 25 odd rishikas. So they were, of course, in those times Upanitas, and they had the yogyata to even get sakshatkar of the mantras. So we are not barring anybody from, you're not saying they were barred from being getting the upadesha of the Gayatri mantra. But for whatever parampara's sake, we shall now not discuss the mantra, I mean, not chant the mantra over the video, but we shall only read them and understand them word by word. So every mantra of the Vedas have a particular swara to them. And those swaras are three types. What are they?
Anudatta, Udatta, Swarita.
Anudatta, Udatta, and Swarita. Anudatta is the lower pitch. Udatta is the middle pitch.
Uchchairudattah, Neechairanudаттah, Samaharah, Swaritah.
Swaritah, Satyam. Please explain.
To go to a higher pitch is Udatta. The low pitch one is the Anudatta, and the combination of the two, which is the middle pitch, is Swarita.
Is it?
Samaharah, Swaritah.
एवं त्रिधा स्वराः अस्ति, वैदिकस्वराः सन्ति। अत्र वयं विशेषतः गायत्री मन्त्रस्य, एषः गायत्री मन्त्रः इति सावित्री मन्त्रः इत्यपि कथ्यते, गायत्री मन्त्रः इत्यपि कथ्यते, सूर्यमन्त्रः इत्यपि कथ्यते क्वचित् क्वचित्। एषः एव मन्त्रः सर्वेषां मन्त्राणां राजा इति कीर्तितः अस्ति। किमर्थम् इति एतासु वीडियोसु पश्यामः, चलनचित्रेषु पश्यामः। एतस्य महिमा किमर्थम् अस्ति? यः आदिशङ्कराचार्यः अनेकान् कृतीन् ग्रन्थांश्च अलिखत्, किमर्थं केवलम् एतस्य मन्त्रस्य अधिकृत्य भाष्यम् अलिखत् इत्यपि एतस्य महिमानं वर्णयति। आरम्भं कुर्मः। आदौ सः मन्त्रः कः इति पदशः एव वदामः, मन्त्रशः न वदामः। ॐ भूः भुवः स्वः तत् सवितुर् वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूः भुवः स्वः तत् सवितुः वरेण्यं भर्गः देवस्य धीमहि धियः यः नः प्रचोदयात्। अत्र अस्मिन् मन्त्रे कति स्वराः सन्ति, कति मात्राः सन्ति इति पश्यामः। ओम् इस् वन्, भूः भुवः स्वः तत् स वि तुर् वर वरेण्यं भर् गः देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचो
I miscounted. कृपया भवान् वदतु, भवान् वदतु.
20 धियो
Mistake I have done.
धियो यो न ओम
One.
भूर् भुव स्वः
स्वः
तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. How many in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now without the Om there will be 27. And without the three Vyahritis, which is Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, there will be 24. So this is this system, the way the Gayatri mantra is designed. And the Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha are called the Vyahritis. They are called the Vyahritis. Vyahriti means expansions. So when Om is manifested into the Bhuloka, it is called Bhu. When it becomes the middle realms, mid realms, it is Bhuvaha. Could you please?
Sorry to interrupt. May I request Mr. Nitesh Kumar to mute himself? I can hear some lady talking also. Thank you.
So the Bhur, Bhuva, and Swaha represent the three manifestations of the Om in the three different realms, which are the mortal, mid realms, and the higher, which is the metaphysical or supernatural, you could say, realms, which are exactly the A, U, and the M of the Om. A is Jagrat, meaning the waking, the physical realm here. U represents the mid realm, which is the transitionary phase between Jagrat, that is when the computer is on and when the computer is off. So that transition is the U, which is called the Swapna. And the M is the cessation. The cessation, which is the shutting down of the system, the shutdown state, which is the Sushupti. Sushupti, right? And they respectively also are the Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. So this is the individual understanding. The Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti happens on the individual scale, the microcosm as they call it. Whereas the Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha can also represent the macrocosmic scale, which is where physical earth or the physical Panchabhutas is what is Bhu. Bhuva is, as you can see from the Dhatu itself, Bhu comes from which Dhatu? Bhu.
Bhu dhatu.
To exist, to be physically existent. Bhuva also comes from the same, but its Pratipadika is Bhuvas. Bhuvas. And I think we have learnt in the Taittiriya Upanishad, Bhurityagno Pratitishthati
Bhuvarit.
Bhuvariti Vayo Suvaritya Maha iti Brahmani, right? So, and there's also one other where you say, what do you say?
There are many of these. There are two times it
Two
comes.
times it comes, yeah. Or we'll refer it afterwards. So Bhuva comes from the same Dhatu Bhu, but has the Va of the Swaha. So which represents a transition between bhu and swaha. And swar is the pratipadika for swaha, which means swarga. I mean, the word swarga itself is derived from the word swar, where it means to be swayam rajyate yatra swar iti. The realm in which the swa, which means the self, is pristinely established, that is the swar. So these are the three states called the vyahritis. And om is, we were just having this discussion that if without the om, the mantra has only 23 syllables. So it's not even a proper chandas, because the Gayatri chandas is said to have 8, 8 and 8 syllables. Tripad Gayatri iti. And there is also another phrase of Gayatri called the Nichrit Gayatri. Nichrit means one less. So, but here it is. This is considered to be the Purna Gayatri. So for Purna Gayatri, we need 24 syllables. So then, where is the 24th syllable? It comes from the Om. There are other people who say the Nyam is to be split as Niyam to make it into two syllables. The one syllable, which is Nyam, if it is broken into Niyam, it becomes two syllables. Therefore, 24 in all. So this is the mantra and its prosodic and meter significances. Let's start reading the
Here is the
Purna.
other one. It is the Purnaya. What is this?
Pranayama mantra. Gayatri Pranayama mantra. Om Bhuhu Bhuvaha Swaha Mahaha Janaha Tapaha Satyam. Then the Gayatri mantra follows. Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Apo Jyoti Raso Mritam Brahma Bhurbhuva Swarom. So now we are looking at the realms, the Om itself, not manifested in 3 ways, but into 7 ways, which is what is being written by Trivikrama here. Swar, then Mahas, Mahas, which means light, Janas, meaning the place where all creation happens, Janana happens, Tapas is where it's the realm of energy, or heat, you could say, and then Satya is where there is only the ultimate existence. So Bhu from the most material realm. In fact, if you see the Vedas, there is actually no mention of Naraka. There is the Pitruyana, the place of the Pitrus. But the 7 nether realms, Patala, Atala, Vitala, etc., is only a Puranic depiction. So it's not present in the Vedas. It's a very interesting phenomenon because this is a very special culture where we have never demonified or vilified. We don't have a Satan as such. We accept that God, in both his dualities, his or her dualities, is the cause of all both suffering and pleasure in this world. What do you say? Happiness and sorrow, both.
Okay.
Actually, there's a Rahasya Gayatri. That's what it's said to be Rahasya, so I'm not going to say it. So it is told that the Gayatri, the sannyasis also get the Pranava Upasana, Pranava mantra.
Yeah.
They get the only Pranava Upasana. So they are eligible and they are, in fact, suggested to do only the Pranava Upasana. But they need not do any other mantras. That is the idea of sannyasa. But they are also in some paramparas, they are given the Upadesha of the Paragayatri. So it's called the Paragayatri, where after these 3 padas, there's the 4th pada, which talks about the unity between the Brahman and the Atman. So what we call as Asau Adityo Brahma in a different form is there in the 4th pada there. Let's start with the Bhashyam of Adi Shankaracharya. Yaha. So he is breaking down the mantra first. Sorry. Gayatri mantra Bhashyartham. So let's first look at how he splits the words. Yaha Savita Devaha Naha. Now who is this Yaha in the Gayatri mantra? We see the Yaha, right? Where is that Yaha? there. So that is the Prathama Vibhakti. So we should always start off any Anvaya with the Prathama Vibhakti forms. It tells us who is doing the action. What is the Kriya Pada here? Prachodayat. Meaning, may he or she or it enlighten us. Kriya Padam is Prachodayat. May it enlighten. So then the question is who? Kaha. Who is the Kartrupada? That is the Yaha. That which is. So now he is giving the description of Yaha. What is Yaha?
Savita
Savita Devaha. We say
Surya.
Gayatri mantra is dedicated to the Savitri Devata. So Surya Devata. What is the meaning of Savitri? It comes from the root word Su, means to give birth.
No, Suyate.
Suyate, Sacharacharam. This why we call mother as Prasu and father as Su. Suschame, Prasuschame, Siranchame, Layaschame, Ratanchame. So there Su and Prasu mean father and mother. Su means to give birth. So the sun is said to be the father of the universe because he is the ultimate seed giver. He gives the seed of life, and the mother, earth, carries that seed in the womb. Su means giver. Su is to give. To go into labor, actually. The true meaning is, we say prasava. Prasava Vedana. Sava means to create. Very interesting. Yeah. So he is the Savitri. He is the creator. So, in fact, we associate this by parampara to Surya, to the physical sun. But if you just look at the literal meaning, it just means the creator God. Savita Devaha means the creator God. Savita Devaha. Naha. What is Naha? So now the question is, after the Prathama Vibhakti, what is the Dvitiya Vibhakti? Upon which is the Kriya Pada being done? So he, the creator God, is enlightening us. Who is he enlightening? Sorry, who must he enlighten? Naha means us. May the creator God enlighten us. That is the Karma Pada. Next. Dhiyaha. What must he enlighten? So now Prachodayat is a Dvikarmaka Dhatu, which means it can take two objects.
What is it written? Asmakam.
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 Naha means Asmakam. What must be enlightened? We must be enlightened, but exactly not even we. It is Naha Dhiyaha. Our intellects. Dhiyaha. What is that? Karmani dharmadi vishayava buddhihi. What do we mean by dhiyaha? He is elaborating it as karmani. It could be all actions. Or va dharmadi vishaya buddhihi. May the creator God enlighten our actions or our buddhis, which is dharmadi vishaya, which will always deal in the subjects of dharma, adharma, kama, artha, moksha. Dharmadi means could perhaps mean the purushartha chatushtaya. So our mind is always driven by only four purposes. One is that of sustainability. Second is of desires. Third is of sustenance, that is to survive, which is artha. And fourth is to always find ways of expansion and growth or liberation. So they respectively are the dharma, kama, artha, and moksha. So the buddhi either seeks to enjoy, that is through kama, either it seeks to sustain itself through artha, it seeks to be sustainable with its surrounding creatures, which is dharma, or it seeks to always grow, expand, and cross all boundaries and become limitless, which is moksha. So these are the only four possibilities for the buddhi to have, therefore the four purusharthas. So the buddhi in all its four states of purpose, may it be enlightened by the creator God. Prachodayat is the Kriya Pada. What does he say?
Which line says the four stages?
No, he is interpreting it.
Okay.
What do you mean by Dhiya? What kind of these?
Okay. What kind of intelligence?
What kind of intelligence? Intellect's state which is in Dharma Adi Vishayaha. Next is, what is the Kriya Padam here? Prachodayat, which is Prerayet. May it impel us, may it offer some push enlighten.
Chodayat. Chodayat means to make
Provoke.
somebody do something.
Prerayat, exactly.
Prerayat.
Now there are there are two schools of thought on it. One is prachodayat, because this form does not appear in the Paninian grammar. It should either be prachudyat according to Paninian grammar,
Prachudyat.
prachudyat, or it should have been prachodayat. That is the true Paninian form. And because this is neither of the two, there's a confusion of what its actual meaning is. So one school of thought, as Shankaracharya, he follows, is the prerayat, that is prachodayat, means let him do, right? Which is the vidhiling vidhiling lakara.
But in the actual mantra, it is Prashodaya.
Correct. Yeah. That is the swara.
But does that make any difference, the addition of that swara to the grammar?
People do say swaras are important, they affect the meaning. But I am not sure if it does in this particular instance.
I mean, what else could be the reason that?
No, the Vedika grammar is very different than Panini, yeah.
Then there is no issue.
Yeah.
You
No,
can always contribute it to that gap.
correct. But then the question will come, if, okay, we accept that it is before Panini, so then how do we make sense of that word?
I mean, this is the only Prerayat is the only word that fits in here.
What is it? Prerayat mean?
Given that you are giving one meaning to the dhiya, then you're giving it one meaning, then this is the only logical one that follows.
Interesting.
Of course, assuming dhiya is the correct.
So you're saying because we have interpreted dhiyaha as buddhi, you can only impel the buddhi. You can't do anything else with the as to be the kriya pada, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
The other school of thought says this could be a form of an extinct lakara called as the late lakara, which nobody knows how its forms are, but which is the synonym for the vartamana kala, for present tense. So the lat, which is the vartamana kala, the present tense, which is like a lakara means a tense. So, for example, pathati, that is the lat lakara, they say. Similarly, the late lakara is also sometimes used to denote the lat lakara, the vartamana form. Hence, the other school of thought says this is just the same as prachodayati. It is enlightening. So it's not it's a request that he must enlighten us. He is always anyway doing it always, and we are just recognizing this fact. Iti dhimahi. We are meditating.
At this moment, you enlighten.
Yeah.
That's the request. Could be.
What about prachudyat?
Prachudyat is the actual true form of what he said, that may he enlighten us. This is called the Ashirling form.
May he enlighten us, or may it be enlightened?
No, may he enlighten us. Both are the same. Prachudyat or Prachudyat are the same.
That is the lakara threat.
Yeah. Both, they are just from different lakaras. This is you could have chosen any one of them according to Paninian grammar. But because this is not even, it's neither of these, then the question is, what does it mean? The first form, which is called Prachudyat, is called the Ashirling, where you're making an explicit request or a desire for Ashirvada. Prachodayat is the usual vidhiling lakara. May he enlighten, could he enlighten, perhaps he enlightens, etc.
So one is like a request, one is like a wish, and another is like a what do you call, something like a command or something.
Correct. Yeah. A command, you could say a command or a possibility. Prachodayat is a possibility. Prachudyat is explicitly a wish. Prachodayati is merely a statement. Exactly. He is enlightening us. So there are these three.
Here he is taking prerayat.
Prerayat, which
he is taking the second form.
The second form, prachodayat, that is the form he is taking. Means he should, Savita, the creator God, must or should enlighten our buddhis.
It's not may. Must.
Might.
Must enlighten us.
How many times do you have to chant it for him to actually?
You know it better. You have done it a lot, many times. You tell me if you have seen a good Delta X effect. So,
Mimamsas.
yeah. Any other comments so far?
Please continue.
Tat Satyam.
Tat is that. So now one sentence is done. Yaha devaha yaha naha dhiyaha prachodayat prachodayet. That is one sentence. That's the last pada. Now, he's actually putting the second pada first, means first pada second. And he's saying tat. What is that tat in the start of the Gayatri? It is
Tat Savitar.
tat is that.
That Savitar.
No, that. What is that? Tat. Tasya sarvasu shrutishu prasiddhasya
What?
prasiddhasya. What does tat mean here? He's saying it means tasya sarvasu shrutishu prasiddhasya. That which is in all the Vedas very popular.
Of it.
Of it.
Of that thing that is very popular in all the Vedas.
Of the Vedas, correct.
Kim tat.
Surya.
Ye tat vai tat.
You are
Tat.
Yeah.
Tat.
That. Brahman.
But he's talking about Surya here, Savitar, right?
That's right. So
Tadeva Savituhu.
Yes. What is he saying?
We'll see.
Devasya Deva.
Devasya
Dhitamanasya.
Mama. Dhitamanasya.
Dhitamanasya. Dhyotamanasya. Dhyotamanasya. Dhyotate.
Circle.
Yeah. Done properly. Dhyotate means to shine. Dhyotamanasya.
Devasya Dhyotamanasya.
What does Deva means? The Deva word comes from Div, means to shine.
Shine brightly.
Yeah, so.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So the one which is shining, Devasya. Which Devasya? Savituhu Devasya. Which Devata are we talking about? It is the creator being.
Savitur.
Sarvantar yamitaya prerakasya jagat srashtuhu parameshwarasya. That is the end of it. Savitu. So who is this creator here?
Parameshwarasya Atma Bhutam.
Yeah, that Atma Bhutam is the Varenyam. It will go to the Varenyam.
Okay.
Because all of this end with the Shashti Vibhakti. See, Prerakasya Srashtuhu Parameshwarasya.
Okay.
So what does it mean? Sarva Antaryami, that which is there in everything. Which is the controller, inner controller of everything.
Prerakasya is giving.
Yeah, Prerana, which is impelling, which is giving the insight and the command.
Insight from within.
From within. Jagat Srashtuhu, creator of the world. Parameshwara, which is the ruler of the world, the supreme ruler of the world.
So these are all qualities of
Savitri.
What exactly is
Savitri? Exactly. Nowhere he has told it is the sun. So he is taking an abstract interpretation of the word Savitri.
Sun is actually this only.
But it's not Jagat Srashtu, no?
We're not talking about the physical sun here.
Jagat Srashtapi.
We are not talking about the physical sun.
We are all like, yes,
Talking
we are
about
talking
the sun
about
inside.
the physical sun is also there.
How? But how? Because it is shining.
Because of sun only.
But how is he Sarvantaryami? Sarvantaryamitya is not the physical sun because he is not inside. He is his own physical entity.
No, he pervades the whole universe through his light. But okay.
Still not Sarva Antaryami.
Interesting.
Nice.
Parameshwarasya Kim. Next word is Varenyam.
Atma Bhutam Ityapi Uktam.
Parameshwarasya, what is that object of the Parameshwara? Tat, what is that? Tat Atma Bhutam Varenyam. That which is the Atma Bhutam, which is the very essence of the Parameshwara Tattva itself. Atma Bhutam, which has become the self. Which is also what? Which is also Varenyam, which is Sarva
Rupastaya. Upasyataya.
Sarvaihi upasyataya jneyataya cha sambhajaniyam. What is Varenyam? It is it's in a particular, in the grammar, it is called the Enya Pratyaya, which means Varenya, Bharenya, etc. are the forms. What it means is Varaniya, Jnatavya, Varitavya, etc. It means it must be, which is Yogya. When you say
worthy of being worshipped.
When you say Pujitavya, it means that which is worthy of being worshipped and which must be worshipped. So when you say Jnatavya, that which should be known and which is worthy of being known.
So Varanyam is that
which must be chosen, which must be chosen and which is worthy of being chosen. Vara is to
choose. Okay.
So you say Swayam Vara, to choose by yourself. Vareniyam. Varaniyam iti arthaha. That's why the reason why some people split this word as Varaniyam or Vareniyam. Sarvaihi upasyataya jneyataya. Everybody must do upasana of this. Means they must approach it. They must come proximal to it. And jneyataya, it must be known. Cha sambhajaniyam, and therefore they must become a receptacle of, they must be receivers of this.
What is jneyataya? No.
Jneya. Jneya is jno.
And sambhajaniya?
Bhajana means to achieve or obtain. Sambhajaniya, that which must be definitely obtained. They must become a receptacle of this beautiful thing, which is the essence of Savituhu, who is the Jagat Srashta Parameshwara Preraka, Sarvantaryami. And how is he? He is shining always. He is always conscious. He is always aware. And such a thing we are doing. We are looking forward. What are we going to do? We are going that which should be known, that which should be obtained, that which should be through meditation gone towards to upasana.
What does rupasyataya mean?
Sarvaihi, by everybody. Okay. Upasana means to do meditation or to do to move closer in metaphorically. Yeah. Upasyataya.
Through sankalpam.
Bhargaha. Bhargaha. So what is it? What is next word? Bhargaha. Bhargo devasya. Bharga is avidya tat karyayoho bhajanat bhargaha. Swayam jyotihi param brahmatmaka tejaha. So this is so now you should not confuse this word to be the Pratama Vibhakti. Usually when you put Visarga, people assume it is the Pratama Vibhakti. No. For example, Tejaha, Tejas, Sakaranta Shabda also ends in Tejaha. Manaha, Manas ends with Manaha. So, but in the Dvitiya Vibhakti also it is Manaha only. So this is the Karma Dvitiya Vibhakti. We should be doing the Dhimahi, Dhyana of what? Of this Bhargas.
The Bharga Devata. Then who is Savit?
No, Bharga is not a Devata. Bharga means the Tejas, the Shakti of that Creator God, which is the most venerable essence, the Atma Bhutam. And what does he say? Tat avidya tat karyayoh bhajanat bhargaha. So he is giving an etymology for the word bharga. Bharjanat. The word bharga, he is saying, comes from the word bharjana. Bharjana means to fry. And what is this Shakti doing? It is frying avidya and tatkarya.
Tatkarya means?
And its effects.
Oh, okay.
It is
our ignorance.
Yeah.
Our state of not knowing.
Correct.
Is being fried away by
it's being cooked. It's being cooked. It's being cooked, and not just ignorance, but also its effects. So you may have destroyed the cause, which is avidya. What if its effects linger still? So it's going to fry and destroy even the effects of such avidya. So that is the bharga. Bhargas.
Swayam Jyoti.
Yeah. And what he is interpreting it to be the Swayam Jyoti, that which is the self-aware.
There is no source for this. Like, this itself is the.
Correct.
What is the spelling of rice, Ray?
Correct. Right? FRIES. Correct.
There is no cause that produces this light.
Correct.
It exists.
And that which is the Swayam Jyoti is also the Param Brahma. I mean the Parabrahmatmaka Tejaha, which is the highest God principle possible. Parabrahma.
That is the Param Brahma. The Jyoti.
The Jyoti is the Parabrahma. Not the Savituhu Deva. Very interesting. They are making a slight difference, a small demarcation between the Ishvara Tattva, which is related to the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the world, to the even a higher Tattva, which he is a part of.
The
Bhargas, exactly. So this Bharga actually relates back to the Om at the beginning. So that is why, though people say it is a Savitru mantra, we never see the Savita in the Dvitiya Vibhakti form. So this is not actually a specific mantra towards Savita. It is using Savita to show us a Tattva which is deeper than him, the creator God.
Savita is being shown as the form
like,
of that Bhargas.
It should be like Ramam Namami. Ramam Namami. Or something like that.
Correct.
What will be, this is Savita, right? Savitra Deva.
Savitaram Namami. Savitaram Dhimahi. Savitara Prachodayat. No, it is not so. It is the Bhargas Dhimahi. We are doing on the
Bhargaha Dhimahi.
Then Dhimahi. What does Dhimahi mean? Tad yo aham so asau yaha asau so aham iti vayam dhyayema. We are thinking, so Dhimahi is
so asau yo sau so hamidi vayam dhyayema.
In the Agamarshana mantra, right, you have the final thing, right? Brahma Jyotirjwalati Brahma Hamasmi.
Hamasmi Brahma Hamasmi Ahamasmi Brahma Hamasmi Ahameva Haman Jahamisvaha.
Exactly.
Mahanarana.
Yeah. So here the word Dhimahi is in the which vibhakti? Sorry, which lakara? Which tense is it? It is in the Mahi, means let us do it. We should. Just as we saw Prachodayet.
Oh, we are talking about the Bharga. Oh, the meditation.
We should meditate.
You're talking about meditation here, right?
I
think that's what.
Yeah. Let us meditate, or we must meditate upon the Bhargas. Of whose? How do we know about this Bharga? Because it is linked to the Savita Devata, the Ishvara, the creator, destroyer, and the sustainer of the world.
Right. Is Savita the Devata?
Savita Devata.
Savituhu Devasya.
To the part where we talk about Savita.
Savituhu Devasya Kimavati.
Sarvantarya.
Devasya eva Bhargaha. Evam ba? Na.
Correct.
Devasya yaha Bhargaha asti tam dhimahi.
Give me an entire in 2 lines, right?
Correct. So we are saying that.
So all in all, tell us from the beginning what has happened so far.
We first invoke that Surya Bhagavan, calling him Savita, and said that Naha Prachodayat, may he causes enlightenment. He will do enlightenment.
Or he is doing already.
He is doing already.
Let's phrase it like this. May enlightenment be caused. Continue.
By the Bharga of the Savitru Deva. That's what it is.
Which is how it is Varenyam.
This is Varenyam. Which needs to be obtained.
Chosen. Omnipresent, who is worthy of being worshipped. The knowledge is also worthy of being worshipped. And the Bharga of this Devata. That Bharga which.
Let us meditate upon that.
Fries our ignorance and gives us knowledge. Let us meditate on that.
Correct. Exactly. And how do we meditate upon that?
Did we skip something in the between?
That's it.
Go a bit up.
Yes. We'll go back up.
Just a bit up. Yeah, here.
What is the meaning of Tat? Tat means that. What Tat Bharga? Actually, the Tat should go with Bharga.
Bharga.
That Bharga we shall worship, because the word Tat is always in Vedas used as that.
And hence they are doing Tasya Savituhu
Sarvashu Shudeshu.
Prasiddhasya of that Savita. He is doing the Tat into Tasya of him.
That Savita. That creator. Savita here is not exactly Savita.
Correct.
That is what. This Tat is not that, rather it is of him or of that.
He is doing like a samasa here. He is doing Tat Savituhu means, who is a Tat Purusha, right? It's that God's Bhargas. which is the Varenyam. Not even Savita is the Varenyam. The Bhargas is the Varenyam. That we shall do the Dhimahi. We must meditate upon.
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Where is the Devasya?
Devasya Savituhu Devasya Tad Bhargaha Dhimahi.
It came here. Devasya. No, that Devasya has come because of some Chandas rules in the second pada instead of in the first pada itself.
Savituhu Devasya Bhargaha Yadasti
Tat Savituhu
Tat
Devasya.
Varenyam Tad Dhimahi.
And also, does it mean that like this illustrates the importance of Jnana Yoga more than other types of yoga like Bhakti Yoga or whatever way we can, get enlightened? Because by knowing this and by doing this, you can attain enlightenment. Is it giving a sort of like what do you say, preference between different paths to enlightenment, or does it simply say this is the best one you can do? Because here it's mentioned through meditation, right?
This is much more fundamental in the sense that we are asked to do this, like, this is what we should meditate upon. That is what the mantra itself is saying. The mantra itself is saying,
Instruction.
We must. That is what it is saying. If you go back, if you look here, it is saying that Savitur Varenyam Bhargaha Devasya Dhimahi. So here you can see it, right? Prachodayat is there, and there is also Dhimahi. So these are the two Kriya Padas. And
this mantra is so fascinating because in most mantras it will say, we will meditate, so you give us this. Here it's both instructional. You also meditate, we also meditate, you also start enlightening us.
Correct.
It's a commandment for both.
Correct.
So more like a collective good of the society.
Exactly.
Correct.
The Naha.
The Naha means all of us.
Oh, okay. Man, did not know communism was invented long back.
I didn't catch you. What did you say?
Communism is a philosophy, right? Where everybody prays for everybody's good.
Do they pray?
No.
Okay, let's come back.
But to answer, I think
what does Dhiyo Yunaha means?
Dhiyaha Asmakam Dhiyaha Buddhi. Yaha is him, he. Naha, all of us. Prachodayat, may he do the enlightenment.
Here, so again, the mantra is shifting between two ideas. When it comes to we getting something, we wanting something, which is enlightenment.
We are asking Surya.
Savita, exactly. Yeah, because it's in the Pullinga form.
But we are doing dhyana or meditation towards the Bharga.
Bhargas, which is even more fundamental than Savita.
Correct.
So
it is the nature of Savita.
Yes.
Atma Bhutam.
Savitu here is the all-pervading God.
It is the creator.
Everything, right?
No, this is not Parabrahma. He says it is the Parameshwara. Ishwara is different from Brahma, according to this philosophy. Yeah.
So he is the creator God. Savitu.
You made two.
Oh.
You made Dvaitam.
And yeah.
I did not make it. He is making it.
This is.
Here's Bharga, which is shining and destroys ignorance.
Correct.
Savitu is also worthy of being worshipped. He is worthy of being worshipped. To this Savitu I pray, so that his Bharga destroys my ignorance.
Don't confuse. It's simple. It is saying that
loudly.
We will do
loudly.
What we are saying is Tatsa Viturvarenyam Bhargaha Dhimahi Yaha Yahanaha Prachodaya. So he is saying that this Savitru Deva causes our buddhis to become enlightened. While we do dhyana of the Bharga of Savita. We do dhyana of Bharga.
Then the Savitu Devata will.
Yes. What kind of Bharga? Varenyam Bharga. Bharga.
Savitu Varenyam. That's Varenyam. Varenyam is for the Bharga.
Ah, yes.
Varenyam is the is an adjective of the Bharga. What kind of Bhargas is this?
That makes sense. Then this link is incorrect. It should be here.
Yeah.
The game theory specialist is properly drawing edges in this.
We'll write it there. Write it there so that it would be useful for others as well.
Yeah.
So the idea is this.
Let's all recapitulate all of this in a proper graph. Come on. Graph
There
theory.
is the Savita Devata.
If you make it a sun, then
It's okay. It's easy to follow. That is the most important thing. Arey, this is Advaita Bhaskara.
and then you are saying there is a Savita Devata.
Yes, this is Savita Deva.
So you worship Bharga, then you get Savita Devata.
All of us people. What are we doing? We are doing dhyana. For what? All of us. Many. For our enlightenment. Who is giving that enlightenment? Or who is giving that subuddhi?
Savita Devata. Yaha.
This is being given.
No, Yaha. Yaha means Savita.
Prachodayati.
Yaha means he. See, the Bhargas is in the Napumsakalinga Shabda. It means it. Whereas, whenever the mantra talks of Yaha, it means he, which is the Savita.
What is here? Here is the dhi.
Yaha.
Dhiyaha. Okay. Dhiyaha Savita Prachodayat. Etat paryantam kimapi chinta.
Who's Naha?
Naha. All of us. Okay. But what is in the Savitri Devata? There is the Bharga.
Tat Bhargas Varenyam.
Inside the Savita.
The Atma Bhutam. Tat
Bharga.
Varenyam Bharga.
Which is shiny and
Yes.
Ignorance, exactly. So what gives Savita the strength to give us enlightenment? It is that Bharga. So he is the conduit using the Bharga strength, the energy of Bharga, and allowing, because he is the Kartru, because the Bharga itself is like electricity, it can't do anything. You need the conductor to channel it towards something.
Makes sense.
Okay, all the words came.
Tat
Savituhu.
Who is the Savita? It is the Deva. He is the light.
Deva.
He is of the form of light itself. That is why it is easy to get confused with Bharga and Deva. Because both come from, Bhargas is to Varjana and Deva is also to light, to shine.
Correct.
So it's very close. Tat Savituhu Varenyam Bhargaha Devasya Adhimahi.
We are doing dhyana.
We are doing dhyana. We must do dhyana. Dhimahi.
As we are doing dhyana, may he does the prachodana of our buddhi.
Very interesting.
Right? We are doing dhyana of what? Tad bhargasya. Varenyam bhargasya dhyanam vayam kurmaha. Asmakam buddhi prachodanam kaha karoti? Savita karoti.
Savita karoti. This is in all the summary. Any questions? Okay, we'll invite questions.
Clear.
To answer Nikesh's question, he was asking if this mantra, as we have seen it described, is talking very advaitically about dhyana, prachodana, etc. So he's asking then, where is the chance for bhakti and other paths, or is it only this to be the highest? Is that your question, Nikesh?
Yes.
No, I was saying that whether is there any preference or like any indication of sorts that this is the best way to do, or there are other methods to get enlightenment also, because here it says that you do, I do, and we all prosper and get enlightened, right? But in other kinds of yogas, you don't get to see like a collective goodness of these kind of yogas, right? It is always down to the individual to practice that. So does this mean that this is very special and this is the better out of all the parts to enlightenment?
I see what you mean. But to answer is like, I am not trying to uh, the point is this: Gayatri mantra is considered to be the Saramsha of Vedas. So what they say is Om is the Ekaksharam Brahma. But then if you expand this Om,
4 syllables, it becomes Vyahriti.
you get the Vyahritis, Bhur Bhuva Swaha. And then if you expand it further,
7 times.
you get the Gayatri mantra. And if you expand it further, you will get Ramayana. And if you expand it further, you will get the whole of Vedas. This is what is said. So this Gayatri mantra is considered to be the most concise form of all of knowledge that is.
Correct.
So
if we were to remove every other mantra, let's say there was a cataclysmic event, and each of the mantra Vedas were to disappear. It is told that if you only written this Gayatri mantra, you can recreate back the entire corpus of literature because of the very same reason that you said. It's all encoded supposedly in the Gayatri.
It's very, very tough.
It's very tough. In fact, one
more thing is that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So one more thing is that I think this mantra needs initiation by a guru, right? Some other mantras, they don't need anything. Some others are not gatekept by the communities, right? But I don't know. There are some rules as to when to chant, where to chant, and if you can get initiation, then only you can chant. Things like that, right?
yes.
So it's with these swaras. Without these swaras, you shouldn't chant ideally, but you can always learn the meanings and the message behind the mantra. I mean, ideally, it's supposed to be a rahasya, so we shouldn't even be speaking about it. But then,
no, but knowledge is always free.
So,
the mantra is rahasya in the sense that the
Swarayukta
enlightenment
way
that
saying
it gives is always known to the person who is getting enlightened. It is never known by anybody else.
Yeah, true.
Right. So,
trivia about Gayatri mantra is that it's told that the Brahmastra was used by chanting the Gayatri mantra in some formation backwards. So, I mean, they use this analogy to say how powerful the Gayatri mantra is. Any more questions? Any comments, remarks? Any places you would like to disagree? Please feel free to speak up.
I want to appreciate the diagram drawn. Like one face and two round bellies. That's a very nice diagram of enlightenment.
Dhanyawada.
Yeah, the more the belly you get, the more you become like Ganesha and get enlightenment. That's what I think.
No, those are not bellies. Those are the hands curved in the Dhyana Mudra.
Okay, you know what? You are right. They are the bellies. We can always make them the bellies.
Namaskara.
Namaste.
I just joined, so can I request for the summary? What actually?
We just finished the summary, Arya. So, but we will continue this discussion in tomorrow's class as well. So you will always get the gist of it. But we will be uploading the video online. So please have a look.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. And I have one information. Probably you all might be knowing. The Gayatri mantra, what actually recited here, is actually more than these words. These words itself.
More
it
than
was
what?
more the whatever the Gayatri mantra is there, but it is not exactly only these many words. There were more words itself.
Yes. That's what you are telling, right? There is a Rahasya Gayatri as well.
It's the Pranamaha Gayatri as well.
Yes. Correct.
And then it was cut short for certain reasons. I will get more details from my Vedanana, the Dappa. He clearly said that it was reduced only for Kali Yuga purpose or something like that. I don't know. And Rahasya, yeah, in Upanayana, they will give Gayatri Upadesha. And one more thing, even women were also given an Upadesha, it seems.
Yes, ma'am.
And that practice is not there in right now. But earlier it used to be there, and Sita Mata was also reciting.
Actually, I think in the Ramayana there's an instance of her doing Sandhya also, I think, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I have heard these
Yeah,
things.
formally that samskara has to be done, and then only recital starts. Like Upanayana is one more samskara out of I think 16 samskaras.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay. Dhanyavadaha. Anything else? Anything else?
Kantarye, anything else you would like to add?
I would like to point out one more thing. You said about something Rahasya mantra, right? I don't exactly understand the concept of Rahasya mantra. If it is Rahasya, then only few people should know it. It cannot be written down or it cannot be like that, right? But even Ramanuja made the Rahasya mantra to be public info. So does this mean that there is no ubiquity in Rahasya mantra other than it was
The
very.
rahasya does not lie in the words, sir. It lies in the profound effect it has on us. That only happens because of us continuously doing that chanting and manana and trying to understand it in different ways. So the rahasya
Mhm.
is all about manana, to question it and try to understand it. That is where the rahasya lies. So that is
It's
what.
Mm.
like intuitive understanding that Schrodinger would have when he wrote the equations down. Though he made the equations public, but the intuitive understanding would be a Raja. Is that something what you're saying?
Correct. That is exactly the kind of point that I'm getting
No,
at.
but I don't understand why it is kept Rahasya, because if it is not Rahasya, it will do good for a lot of people, right? They will try to understand and become enlightened, right?
I cannot answer that question.
I think
Yeah.
there has always been. I mean, I understand that you're talking about the social aspects of it. Why isn't everything
Okay, okay,
open
okay.
source? I mean,
Hmm.
you can ask the same
Yeah, I
question of
think it is
science
the
articles
diagnosis
also.
from the.
You can ask the same question of
It was open source.
this open source.
Yes. All these mantras used to be chanted by Brahmana, Kshatriyas, and Shudras. Sorry, Vaishyas. Uh,
There it was not. I mean, we should also add another caveat and say it was not merely only birth based. It was guna and karma based.
Correct.
So those who already had proclivity towards education, warfare, and protection, and towards making like sustaining and making money and businesses, they were initiated into this. But for the people who did not have this inclination or proclivity or the uh, capability to do so, which is again not birth based, for them the shloka form of the mantra, which Shakaracharya has said has procured from somewhere, he gives the shloka form of it. So in essence, the mantra as well as its meaning is open to everybody, like you're rightly saying. But the swara form is yes, only was restricted to the first three varnas, not jati but varnas.
Yes. So what I was trying to point at
Yeah,
was,
yeah, makes sense.
even if we say Om Namo Narayanaya is a Rahasya mantra, but that is a very simple thing just to say it. But to understand what Narayana means, that is where the Rahasya lies. That is what my honest understanding of it is.
Uh, if I understand properly, when we are given a Shiva Diksha, for 40 days before the Shivaratri, our Guruji gives a mantra, but he doesn't say it. He'll write and give it because the power goes off. Like, they are supposed to be silently passed on to and also recited. When we do japa, no, they say, like when we like chant it loudly, the power is lesser. And when we chant by lip movement, even little powerful, but we chant without even making any this one movement, that gives more powerful, because that time is the more ekagrata required.
Madhyama. Hmm.
And when they are giving Gayatri Mantra Upadesha also, they cover father and son with like the panche or something like that, and he has to like tell in his ears without others listening.
Yes, ma'am.
I think
So
That
the
is why they play the Mangala Vaidyas very loudly in between so that nobody else can hear.
yes, yes.
I think
The
the parampara has taken a very weird turn of it to think that that was done to ensure not others here, but it was done more so because the person who is receiving feels a sacred exclusivity for the mantra. He
exactly.
feels something special about this mantra that, oh, it's so something very. It's not that nobody knew the Gayatri mantra. Everybody knew the Gayatri mantra, the syllables, the words, etc. But when it is given in the form of a diksha and you're adding extra theatrics of doing this guhyata and gopyata, then people find it to be more intimate, more exclusive, therefore something very special. Again, like we all know, Om Namah Shivaya is also said to be a very nice, very popular mantra. But
Yeah,
as a diksha, when it is given, it is not told loudly. It's not to prevent
exactly.
others from hearing, but more so to create receptivity of the person, the receiver. This is what my thinking is.
And I expected the person who receives it to have the value of what he's going to recite, and the power on reciting in silently with complete concentration.
Correct. Exactly. So it's not exclusion for the, I mean, it's not concealment for the sake of exclusion, but it's concealment for the sake of speciality, bringing, imbibing dramatic speciality for the receiver. Very interesting discussion we have had. Any other questions? Please raise them all. We need
And
to we need to
yeah.
clear and bust these myths. Indeed, this is a good opportunity to do so.
And to say one more thing, like our sons, like Upanayana was done in Guruji's village mandir, 3,000-year-old mandir. Over there, 30 Vatus Upanayana was done. And
Hmm.
all they were Brahmins, Kshatriya, and also Vaishyas. I mean,
Hmm.
I was seeing for the first time. All the three Varnas were given this one, Gayatri Upadesha.
The mantra diksha is yeah, is for the Dvija class, but like we said, it's again not a. It has now come to become a jati based system, hence the idea of discrimination. But if you look at it as a like a, so how would you say if out of 1,000 applicants for a job, let's say 300 of them have certain and certain degrees, others are competent with computer and let's say computation, etc. Let's say 200 or 300 of them do not meet the exact requirements. So would those 100 and 200 people complain that this is discrimination against us? No, right? Because there is certain merit, there is certain guna and karma which goes to the role of a job. So for those reasons, um, the Shudras, again, it's not jati based, but the people who did not choose or did not have the proclivity to understand and read the scriptures or understand and apply them to the real world, so they were not that they were not allowed, but they did not usually come to get the mantra.
Yeah, the based exactly. The based on the work they do, certain mantras are given to them, because the sanctity. It's not that sanctity of the mantra, because the requirement of mantra requires certain kind of prerequisites. And if you say that, if I remember properly, Shudras are favored by Shri Mahadev.
Mm.
That this one other varnas are not having. So they say somewhere like Upashamana, they say that you help the Shudras for so and so related conditions, so that Shani Deva will become pleased. You can please Shani Deva. So each Varnas has their own. This one for Gayatri Upadesha, the conditions, prerequisites are certain
In
occupations.
fact, the Sankshepa Ramana towards the end, they say Swe Swe Karmani, something it says.
Niyojyati.
Niyojyati. So every Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam.
Chaturvarnyam, what does he say? All the people do their own work according to their own passions or something like that.
Passions.
Essentially, that is what it comes.
Yeah, even in the Bhagavad Gita it said, Swe Swe Karmanyabhirataha Samsiddhim Labhate Naraha. Every person, according to their own swabhava, if they do the karma, they will get the same samsiddhi. They get the same result. So the methods of reaching it depends on their personal choices and personal dispositions. Yeah. Shantari, you had something to add?
Yeah. About discussing all this, I'm kind of fascinated. And knowledge is something which should be given to anybody, irrespective of caste, creed, or anything of that kind, as long as they're able to understand and become knowledgeable, because they deserve it. You could be born in the so-called high Brahmin community, and you can be behaving worse than a Shudra. Or you could be born in a Shudra community and you could be so intelligent that you can do anything better than the Brahmin person. Say, for example, just to give you an example, the first ever heart transplant which ever supposed to have taken place in Africa, actually it was the attendant or the assistant of that doctor or the surgeon who used to do big transplants, heart transplants. And then he became an expert, and he was the one who actually taught the heart transplant surgeon as to how to do it. Actually, and he was not given the entitlement of the credit, or he never got the credit.
Wow.
So, would you say he shouldn't have been, or he should have been? So, caste and creed and sex really doesn't matter who utters whatever mantras. It is meant for all. That's in my personal opinion.
100% agreed. Yes.
Yeah. You could be whatever caste or creed. As long as you have got intelligence, you should be up to it.
Correct.
Look at our prime minister here. He's supposed to be educated. He's supposed to be Eton graduate. And what is he doing? He's taking the country deep down into the pit.
Oh, in UK.
So, yeah. But sometimes you'll have to get into the pit, like we were discussing yesterday, until you get drawn downward, and then you realize if I go any further, I'm going to be suicidal, and I can't come out of it. And you realize, and then you start making progress. It's like a sine wave. Correct. The sine wave just comes up, goes down, comes back up.
Wonderful.
I don't follow any religion. I don't follow anything. I just absorb whatever comes in my way. And I when somebody asks me, where do you come from? Or where do you belong to? I say, I belong to the world. Now, the world has become so small. I come from India. That's great. I was born in India. But I'm living in the present world. The education knowledge should be for everybody. That's my final thoughts.
Completely agree. Thank you very much for sharing it up now. We will stop our discussion here. Dhanyavadaha for joining in. Sarve
Dhanyavadaha.
bhavantu sukhinah.
Sarve santu
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
niramayaha. सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
सर्वं श्रीपरमेश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.